Hello friends, welcome back to Super Hobbies YouTube channel. I am Sendil. I am a model train hobbyist and I am from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So going back in 2022 July month, we started building this Marklin Toporama layout. It has been nearly 14 months of creative work which has led to some condition or a situation where we can probably call it a layout because it has come up with some remarkable results. So this also calls for some sort of unveiling, so I just thought I'd cover the layout with some backdrop so that it could be a sort of unveiling. So here it goes for you all. I'm going to open up the model train layout from Toporama inside scale. So as what we discussed in the first video of this series, we have incorporated all the key features that we discussed. First of all, the faithful replica of the Toporama layout in itself, within its dimensions, we have implemented with a very unique feature of working model magnetic moving car system. And also first time in the history of model train layout control, we have also incorporated a very unique technology which is controlling the layout using a smart application through which we can control the switches and various other features like the loco shut door and the switches, etc. So that is one of the very unique features that we have incorporated. Followed by that, the entire track system is completely digitized into DCC system, and the small, so tiny locos are fitted with even smaller, a button-sized decoder into this locomotives, and they are functioning so beautifully with the NC power cab control system with which we can start running these locos. So now let's select the next logo. Having added so many features, we have also built the very interesting 3D buildings. The 3D buildings which match as per the traditional Marklin Toporama layout. We have built 3D, we have designed and crafted the 3D models. Some of them are here, and also this section of the layout is, as well as the coke engine control tower. All these are 3D designed and printed, and it has come out really well. I am very, very happy with the way the result has come. As you can see, the model is complete and fully functional. So let's get on with today's chapter. As a final chapter, I am going to be sharing some more information with you. Okay. In our previous video, we have seen the implementation of the power consideration, and also we have seen how the power system has got distributed and how it got implemented in the system, and also we saw how the electronic components got arranged. Followed by that, we also saw this IoT based smart layout control system by which you can control almost any part of the layout, including the turnouts, the lights, the doors of the shutters of the loco shed. So this feature also we saw along with the architecture and the functioning model. And in this series now, in this video, we are going to see some the additional features that we discussed later. which is basically converting the small locos, the Z-scale locos, to DCC. How we did that using a decoder which is as small as a button. And also we are going to see how we design these small layouts, the flat roof buildings on the layout, like this one, and also these pair of houses, also the freight station, which is as similar to that one in the Marklin Toporama layout, and also plus this Irish black roof house, and very special item, this Gopinjan station's control tower also was designed and printed in 3D. So all these we are going to see. As you can see, this small little guy, the yellow track which is moving here in the layout, that is also 3D printed, and I'll show you how that was printed and then converted to make to move in the layout. So some of the other features that I incorporated is like lighting for the house. So that also you can see how different it is when the entire layout is lit. Actually, I'm going to power up the hall here and see how different it is going to be. So this is how the layout is going to be after I power off. So it is pretty low in light, and you can see some of the buildings like the Gopinjan station itself or the loco shed itself is not powered on with the light, so that I will be doing it later in future. So let's see how we converted to DCC, and let's see how we build the 3D buildings. Okay, this is a Marklin DB25 diesel loco from Marklin Mini Club. So this is the engine that today we are going to take for converting to DCC. I've taken it as a test engine to do it. Let us see how this thing works out. So I'm going to dismantle it, dismantle all the parts, and then walk you around with the connection details, so that see how we can convert this to a DCC. I'm also trying it as a first time. I'm not sure how the outcome is going to be. Let us see. This is how the inside of it looks. So here, if you see, this is the headlamps. These are two headlamps actually, and this is the motor. And if you see here, there is a capacitor running to the leads of the motor here. You find here two pins or locks actually, so that is internally holding the carbon brushes actually. So if you just like turn this around, the carbon brushes will pop up like this. See here, this is the carbon brush. So if you want to put it back, then the same way we need to put it back. So that's how you put it back actually. Now if you see, this is the board. This board is basically holding this entire the warm gear attachment and the drive system also in the bottom through these two screws. Let us dismantle this portion also and see how it comes out. Now let's take a look at the decoder. So this is the Locopilot decoder. So inside it has got this decoder itself, and there are no instruction coming with it. So it reads that the instructions, since the computer software and manuals are always improving, please refer to our website for most up-to-date instructions, warranty information and current software downloads. So it's instructing us to look at the website to check on the instructions. So my plan is that basically this connection has got two parts, which is the positive and the negative leads only from the track which comes and is distributed to the motor and the front and the rear lights. It is as simple as that. And how we are going to make use of this board to make this connection is what we are going to see. I see the board is all having the electrical parts here. So the motor connection also is through this lead here actually. So this lead, if you see here, this spring shaft just holds the carbon brushes right up here. When the brushes go inside, this holds up here. So I need to isolate electrically against this shaft and the carbon brush while the connection for the motor is taken from this decoder wire. And similarly lights also I need to isolate the wiring. Let us see how we can work out. Like, so this board doesn't have much room to accommodate the board itself. If you see here, if I put this on top somewhere, mounted on top like this, this one will not move close completely. If you see here, the thickness of this decoder to the engine chassis and the cover is too big for this decoder thickness. It's hardly about 4-5 mm, not even 3 mm, but still is not small enough to accommodate that. So what I see here is that this area here is probably where I can cut a portion of it here like this, which has got no electrical part, and try to fit the decoder in that part here right inside this, and then probably take out the connections and do it. So that's the plan. Let us see how it works out. Okay, what I have done here is basically, if you see here, there are two lines on the circuit. One line is the positive and the other line, this is the two track lines. Now this track line directly goes to the one end of the motor, the other track line goes to the other end of the motor through this slider. Now, so from the track pickup, from the wheel pickup goes, track voltage directly comes here, and it is also connected to the light circuit here actually. But for connecting the decoder, we need to isolate the track feed and the motor and the light feed separately. So what I've done is, like, I have disconnected, like I've removed the circuit connection path here to isolate the track feed that is coming from here. Similarly, I will also remove the connection here, like just scrub it and then remove the contact here and isolate this track feed here, which means I will get two separate track feeds. And after that then it's a matter of connecting the motor and the front and back LED lights and the with the decoder and also the track feed separately. So this is one stage, so let's see how it goes. Okay, here's update. Now from the decoder I've taken two sets of wires. The red and black is the track line, and orange and gray are the motor line. So I have soldered both these joints. If you see the other side of the board, then you will come to know. So the other side, if you see here, the red wire is connected to one part of the track line and black wire is connected to the other part, and the motor is now connection is isolated here. If you see here, it's isolated now. It's directly connected to the capacitor, orange and gray here. Now the brushes are going to go this direction, so I need this this slider to hold the carbon brushes, and that's how the mechanism is built. I cannot alter that, but since this is coming here, this is likely to short this line, which I don't want, so probably I need to put a insulator in this area to ensure that this and this doesn't connect. This side doesn't matter because it's isolated at this junction, so even if I use the slider to hold this the other carbon brush, then still the circuit is complete only. It's not creating a short. Okay, this is just one preliminary testing. So I've just connected the following things. Only front light I've connected, the track line is connected here, and the motor is connected. The rest of the wires I've just left freely for later. I just want to check if the motor is responding to the control station and if the decoder is functioning at all. And if this test goes well, then I'm planning to cut off this portion of the PCB, and that space that's created there is where I want to accommodate the decoder. So let's see how it works out. Yeah, just before that, as I told you, like the carbon brushes are in place now. If you see here, this is this is connected directly to the holder, but here the holder is isolated to the carbon brush with using a small tape. Okay, let's test it and see. Okay, so the testing was completed successfully with just the basic connections, and I was very happy that it both worked in Marklin M2 controller as well as my NC power cap controller. Now post that I have done the final wiring. Like as you can see, this PCB is now this like similar to this portion here. This portion I've just cut off to create a headroom for the decoder, and the two lights are connected, and the rest of the connection as I explained here, this is basically the track connections in the left and the right, and so there is a the ground connection that comes from the body is actually center tapped through this screw here, so that also I've taken it and connected to this wire so that I don't lose the contacts in both the set of wheels, which is actually at the bottom.
So both these pickup wheels, both the set of the wheels are operating as a pickup wheels. So if I just create connection for this set of wheels, then this will lose, and sometimes if there is a gap in the track, and then it might break in connection and also underperform. So I ensured that is doesn't happen by provisioning this extra wires, the green wire and the pink wire. The rest is all basic motor connection and the light connection, which is the standard as per the color coding from the Loc Pilot manual. So let's see how it tests. Now I'll just cap it up and see how it goes down also.
இப்போ வந்து இந்த லேஅவுட்லேருந்து எல்லாமே வந்து அப்பா கேட்குறாரு. இது வந்து அந்த அந்த ட்ரெயின் ஸ்டேஷனில் நிறைய இருக்கும். அது வந்து அப்படி வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்கள்ல, அந்த சைடு வந்து இது அந்த சைடு, இது வந்து அந்த ட்ரெயின் இருக்கும். இது வந்து அந்த ஸ்டேஷன் ஃபுல்லாக ஸ்டேஷன். இது வந்து வீடு, குட்டி குட்டி வீடு. இங்கே ஒரு தனியாக ஒரு வீடு, இங்கே ஒரு தனியாக வீடு, இங்கே ஒரு தனி வீடு. இது வந்து ட்ரெயின் வந்து இது உள்ளேருந்து போயிட்டு வரும். அப்போ வந்து இது வந்து கதவை ஓப்பன் பண்ணிடலாம். ஓகே, இது வந்து நம்ம வந்து அப்புறமா வந்து ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன். இது வந்து ட்ரெயின் வந்து இது உள்ளே போகாது. ஆனால் வந்து இந்த வழியாக இல்லை, இந்த வழியாக போவோம் ட்ரெயின்.
Thank you.